Hello friends, today we will be discussing about what is the excellency one should have as an individual of thinking, and what are the individuality be in excellence, and what are the excellence of impact on excellence impacting the excellence on him. So these are the words I have used today to give the explanation regarding. But let me have the one more formula, which is yesterday I have proved the what I have given the statement and I have proved. So you should aware of what I have given the explanation and the statement which regards. So the same thing I will be giving the another one statement which can be identify your own self. I not only identify, but you should be analyze and take the step regarding the individual, what one should take with determined decision. What is that? Sanatana dharma is equal to seeing of your own self, view plus vision. What is this? Once again I will be repeating, and take it as a note and make the analyzation. Then I will be simultaneously I will be giving the explanation of what the Bhagavad Gita says about this and what you should be analyzing towards. Okay, let me give once again. Sanatana dharma is equal to seeing of your own self plus view plus vision. What does this mean? One more step of going forward, let me give you one more step. Seeing implies tradition, view implies Hindu, vision implies Hindutva. This is what the statement I will be conveying you in a coming in a further video. I will be explaining, and at last, at end of the video, I will be giving the statement, the same statement, which you can be taking the analyzation of what the explanation I have given and the fact you have taken from the explanation. So it gives the proof of what you should be analyzing and excellence, what the explanation impact on you. Okay, let me start with the excellence. What is the excellence? Being in a excellence and impact of excellence, that is individualness. Okay, let me start it. What the Bhagavad Gita says of that regarding the excellence, let me give you. Tvamaksharam param vedattavyam. Tvamaksharam vishwasya param nidhanam. Tvamavyayam Shashwata dharma gopta sanatana sattva purusho mato me. Okay, understand the word purusho. Understand the main fact of the word is purusho, and the same tvamaksharam param veditavyam. Tvamaksharam tvamasya Vishwasya param nidhanam. So tvamavyayam shashwata dharma gopta sanatanastvam purusho mato me. So this is what the Bhagavad Gita gives the shloka regarding the sanatana dharma. Okay, so the translation of what the shloka is, what the shloka says, let me give you. Thou art the ever by abiding, the transcendent, the goal of all the knowledge. Thou art the supreme abode of this universe. Thus art the changeless guardian of the eternal nature. What is this eternal nature? The creation of your own self. When we are talking regarding the individualness, and when we are talking with the nature of environment, that is what the creating of our own self with regarding the relating of the environment. This is how the eternal guardian of the eternal nature. The environment itself guards our own for individual. This is what I have said. What I said, the same, the positiveness gives only with the nature. The positiveness gives positiveness gives only the nature, only gives the positiveness. Nature only gives the positiveness. That's what I have used the word the Samman of the Gomatas. What is this mean? The giving the Samman is nothing but the protection of the Gomatas. The nature of our own individualness is relating to the Gomatas, which is very similar life, regarding the Gomatas. So having the positiveness, the productivity of the Gomatas, using as our own our own protection, can avoid the negativeness what the person is, who's the person, the individual personal influencing of the negativity. This is how the individual should take step towards the protection of Gomatas. So this is what the guardian of the eternal life. So guardian of the eternal life is nothing but one should take the environment as our own self and protect the environment regarding the Gomatas and the creation of our own self with regarding the plants, animals, and all the things which are very close to us, to understand what are the manifestation of our own self and what is the nature teaching for us. This is what the Sanatana Dharma teaches. So when I will be giving the explanation, when I want to give the explanation of Tvamaksharam Paramam Veditavyam, Tvamaksharam Vishwasya Param Nidhanam. What is this? Tvamaksharam Param Veditavyam. So one should have the knowledge of all the tradition books which are very influenced, very written by the script sages. What is that? The Vedas, the Upanishads. Overall, you should be having the desire of understanding the Bhagavad Gita. It is the main thing, that digestion of the life, digest of the life, which will be giving the digestion of execution of your own excellence. So when I am giving the excellence of your own self is nothing but the execution of the Sattva Guna regarding the equilibrium. Sattva Guna regarding the equilibrium mean the direction which is directed, determined decision. Direction which is determined decision you have taken as your own self to be execution of the Sattva Gunas. This is how the Tvamaksharam Param Veditavyam Tvamasya Vishwasya Param Nidhanam. So one should have the belief in what the fact has tradition, Vedas and Upanishads will be has teaching us. That is what the one should have the Vishwasya Param Nidhanam. So avoiding this, yesterday I have given the shloka which is ordinance of eradicating the ordinance of tradition can make the Ghora Aparadha. What is this Ghora? Yesterday I have given the explanation regarding what is Ghora, cruelty of avoiding the tradition. What the Sattva Guna, avoiding the Sattva Guna can make the cruelty for others who is imposing the domination on others. So this is what Tvamaksharam Param Veditavyam Tvamasya Vishwasya Param Nidhanam. So what are the facts that is written by our ancestors? What are the facts written by the ancestors in the Vedas and the Puranas and the Upanishads, which is the Upanishads itself gives the identification of your own self with regarding the nature. This is what the Vishwasya Param Nidhanam. So you should be having the belief of traditions and the traditions of Kalaiva and Tilak and also the other traditional symbols, which is very important of understanding your own self. In spite of negativity thoughts, in spite of negativity behaviors, in spite of all the negativity which is given by the Dambhahankara. What is this Dambhahankara? The person intent of doing the negativity, but he comes with the view, with the environment creating the positiveness. So you should be understanding, analyzing, and make all the situation which is very under presence of your own self with regarding the individualness. This is what Tvamaksharam paramam veditavyam Tvamaksha vishwasya param nidhanam. Then saying second, Tvamasya shashvata dharma gopta, Tvamasya shashvata dharma gopta. One can avoid, one can accept, but it is the only main thing that Sanatana dharma is the Purusho Mato Me. Purusho Mato Me is nothing but what I previous in a previous video I have given a Purusho. What is this Purusho? I have used the two sentences, which is the hymns of the sacred book. What is that? Chetana and Chetodbhava. Om Chetana and Chetodbhavaya. This is what the Purusho Mato Me. Having the Chetodbhavaya, having the Chetana in your own self regarding the Sattva Guna, execution of the Sattva Guna. Execution of the Sattva Guna is nothing but the Chetana and the Chetodbhavaya. This is what the Chetodbhavaya, I have used the word IPS. What is this IPS? The integration, the integrated of the progressive sense of soul. Integrated progressive sense of soul is nothing but, progressive sense of soul is nothing but, you should be as the progressive of your own thinking of individualness. The thinking of the individuals can be identified by only one thing, that is what the meditation is. The next step I will become with the regarding what the Swami Vivekananda has said with regarding. So when I have taken the name of the Swami Vivekananda, let me give you some of the explanation with regarding the Swami Vivekananda has said with regarding the Chetana and the Chetodbhavaya. What is this mean with regarding the Swami Vivekananda's saying? That is what the Ojas is. Ojas is nothing but the Chetana and the Chetodbhavaya. So Ojas is nothing but the execution of your own positiveness with regards the environment by seeing the environment which you should be identify whether one are going with the positiveness or the negativeness of environment created by him. So you should be analyzing the situation and take the decision as regarding with your own self. So this possible with only the meditative mindset. So this is what one should have, the Tvamaksharam paramam veditavyam Tvamasya vishwasya param nidhanam. When we have the confidence, the intention of knowing the truth, you will be knowing all the vishwasya param nidhanam. Because when you know the truth of your own self, of your individualness, as comparing with the positiveness of the creation, environment creation, you can identify the vishwasya param nidhanam. Vishwasya, the truth of your own self. You will be having the truth on the tradition which you will be understanding as your own self. This is what Tvamavya shashvata dharma gopta sanatanastva Purusho Mato Me. So when you are having the identification of truthness, you will be having the truthness of environment. When you are having the truthness of the environment, the fact what the Vedas has described, the what the Upanishads has described, and the fact which is you have understood, that is what the Twamavyaya Shashwata Dharma Gopta Sanatanasya Purusho Mato Me. Purusho Mato Me is nothing but this Purusho Mato Me is directing towards the Chetana. Om Chetanaya Namaha, Om Chetodbhavaya Namaha. This is what the Om Chetanaya Namaha, Om Chetodbhavaya Namaha. So the same thing as we go broader thinking as the explanation with everyone, we come across the explanation what the explanation has given. Thou art the ever abiding, the transcendent, the goal of all knowledge. The goal of all knowledge is nothing but the Vedas and Upanishads. The same thing. Thou art the supreme. Thou art the supreme abode of this universe. What is the dharma of the universe? That is what the Sanatana Dharma. Okay, that is what the Hindu. They say that is what the Hindutva. Yes. Okay. Thou art the changeless guardian of the eternal nature. What is this eternal guardian of the eternal nature? The environment which is reflection of our own self and the reflection of environment to our own individualness. This truth, the relation of the environment and the relation of our own behavior with regarding the environment, understanding of this concept, understanding of the outer environment and the understanding of the inner environment is the concept of understanding the Vedas and Upanishads. When you have understand your own individualness, then you come with the desire of knowing the Bhagavad Gita, what the situation has occurred and what the situation I should be in the situation I am, and what the execution I should be. This is what the circulation, what all one should understand. This is how the series of the video I have bringing with regarding the positive thinking, negative thinking, and the negative energies and the positive energy. One should identify your own self with regarding the meditative state. So meditative state is the only thing of understanding your own energies and your own positive energy, negative energy with regarding the other with your own self. Thinking is different and the energy is different. Thinking may fluctuate, but the direction of thinking can be determined by only the meditation. And the same meditation gives the sense of your own soul and make you sure that identification of energies of the positiveness and the negativeness as well. So this is how the meditative state. The further when we go across, when we go with the further explanation. Yeah, of course. When we are talking with the one more thing, this I will be taking tomorrow or no. Okay, you have understood what one should be taking regarding the Sanatana Dharma. So you have understood what the statement I have stated beginning of the video. Sanatana Dharma is equal to seeing of your own self, weaving plus vision. What is this seeing? Tradition of your own self. Having the sense of tradition. Making the sure of your own self with regarding the tradition. And view of Hindu. What is the view of Hindu? Let me give you the statement what the author has says regarding the Hindus. What is that? when we are talking with regarding the same explanation with regarding the Hindu is nothing but, let me give that this teaching of the Bhagavad Gita is not any kind of the departure from Hindu doctrine, but it is a mere expansion of the principle enunciated by the early fathers of the Hinduism, is seen from the fact that all that is emphasized in the shlokas collected in this Bhagavad Gita. What I have stated, what I have explained, the same thing the author has given the explanation. What is that? That this teaching of the Bhagavad Gita, is not any kind of the departure from Hindu doctrine. What is that Hindu doctrine? The principle, the doctrine of the principle of Hindus, the principle of Hindutva, the principle of Sanatana Dharma, but is a merely expansion of principle enunciated. What is this principle enunciated? The evolution of oneself by the early fathers of the evolution of early fathers. What is the early father mean? The ancestor has given the Vedas, Upanishads as their doctrine of Hindutva and the Sanatana Dharma of understanding oneself, taking the action regarding. This is what the Hinduism is seen from the fact that all that is emphasized in the shloka. What is this emphasizing? Importance of the shloka, importance of individual, importance of understanding, importance of taking the decision determined by your own self. This is what the emphasized in the shloka collected in the Bhagavad Gita. So this is how the Sanatana Dharma is related, is equal to tradition plus Hindu plus Hindutva. Hence, it is proved that what is the Sanatana Dharma and what is the tradition and what is the Hindu and what is the Hindutva. So these all the what I have combined, the tradition, Hindu and Hindutva, the same implies to Sanatana Dharma. So there is all the intellectual people, positioned people, I will be not calling that word. There is a positioned people who takes all the examples and influence of taking the environment as their own self and make the environment of their own mindset. But you should be having the analyzation with regarding what the tradition Sanatana Dharma has given. What is this Sanatana? What the Sanatana Dharma has given? The tradition, the Hindu and the Hindutva. You should be having the fact understood by this tradition. What is the tradition? The symbolic representation of the humanity. The symbolic representation of the humanity, and the Hindutva, principle of your own self. The Hindutva, the principal doctrine which is written by our own ancestors in the Vedas, in the Bhagavad Gita. So one should be being in a humanity and taking the action regarding the traditions, have the sense of our own self and make the sense of others as well. But the situation in a present day can make the influencing of some other things which is turning towards the democratical way. So analyzing and taking the decision of oneself is the main theme of present era. to take the action regarding what the situation is occurring towards you and the situation you should be created. So, and the situation which is which you should be created and the situation which is coming towards you makes there is the making of your own presence and make the decision as your own direction of determined decision. This is what the Sanatana Dharma gives of Sattva Guna. Sanatana Dharma is nothing but the Sattva Guna. The execution of the Sattva Guna makes you the execution of our own comfortable with the tradition. The comfortable with the tradition makes the Sattva Guna of oneself execution of individualness with regarding the environment. Avoiding this all thing, yesterday I have given Damba Hankara will be occurring. The Damba Hankara will occurring in mean the intent of creating the negative energy in a situation with the positive towards the positive way. But one should understand and make your own self with a determined decision. Here comes one of the word, that is what the previous video I have explained. What is that word? Yukta Swapna Vabhodasya. Yukta Swapna Vabhodasya is nothing but one should understand and analyze your own thinking and what the thinking of others has created towards you, and make the understanding of your own self and give the decision and give the decision with regarding what you have understood with the fact that what the tradition and the Upanishads and the Vedas has taught you. This is what the Sanatana Dharma is. And desire of having the Bhagavad Gita, understanding of the Bhagavad Gita is nothing but the one aware of the situation which is created by Dambahankaris. And the Dambahankaris is nothing but the avoiding of the traditions with relating to the way of the democratical way. Avoiding the tradition with the way of a democratical way, because of creating some of the situation which is to influencing the negativity with the others, because to dominate on others. But the domination is avoided by the Sanatana Dharma. Because this sentence is precisely matched with Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj avoids the domination and makes every prajas of his own dynasty as his own as a representation of the his own kingdom. This is what the ruling is, not of dividing what the Britishers has given. What the Dambahankara makes, this is what. Dambahankara is nothing but influencing the negativity in the way of positiveness and making the ruling on others. This is what there is a domination. When there comes the domination, there comes the conversion of the mind. When there comes the conversion of the mind, there comes the diversion of your own faith and belief and the will. What you are going to be in a place, you will be taking the decision as the dominator has directed. This is what I have brought all the explanation regarding the understanding of your own self with the regarding the positive energy, negative energy, and the understanding of individualness. So be on a series, so that I will be taking the series with regarding the explanation, analyzing the sense of making the energies which is towards you and which is against you. I will be make sure that I will make the understanding of your own self and make you to surely make you to understand what is the energies is. Okay, be on a series, and being on a series, you can take the explanation as regard with the Satvika Dharma in the view of historical path, that is thus Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj has given the way of our own history. Okay, so thank you. Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hind.